What's going on, guys? Thank you for coming to this video. Want to go ahead and set up the video before I start. As far as QAnon goes, I believe in QAnon. I don't believe in everything QAnon that is being put out there. I don't believe in everything related to QAnon. I think that a lot of YouTubers either there on purpose or are just taking the thing and running away with it into far left field is also happening. I think that's ruining the whole QAnon phenomena. As far as, people reporting, Donald Trump said the word probably 17 times, and 17 is go back to the Q post, and he mentioned 17. That is ruining QAnon. People are overthinking. People are looking for connections where they don't belong. I also believe Alex Jones being silenced was done on purpose. I think he knows about it. It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan to silence you on the internet, silence me on the internet, silence anybody on the internet. To set myself up, I am another YouTuber somewhere else. I have a significant following covering a much lighter topic, and I don't want to disclose who that is just yet. So if you happen to run across my video and you know who I am, please, what happens here stays here. First thing about this club is you don't talk about this club. Second rule about this club is you don't talk about this club. No, I'm kidding. Share the club. Whatever. So, I want to just go over a few things here about QAnon, about Alex Jones, about the media who is trying to lull everybody to sleep and keep you asleep, and they are absolutely disgusting. MSNBC, the biggest enemies here of the American people. And yes, Donald Trump has had every right in saying that the media is the enemy of the people. 100% correct. And we're going to go ahead and try and change your mind if you don't believe so here in just a second. And this, guys, listen, this is not about being a Trump supporter or being a conservative or being a Democrat or wanting a Democratic president. This is nothing about that. It just so happens that we're going to be bringing Donald Trump's name up because he is the leader of the United States of America at the moment. And if you don't like that, have the chance to change that. Just like always. Just like always. But I do want to point out the like and dislike ratio of this video that we're getting ready to talk about here. And I didn't plan this out very well, so bear with me. This is my very first video on this topic, but there's a lot of things that I'm dealing with here. And I do want to give Joe Walsh a big shout out. He is a former congressman. The former congressman, Joe Walsh, he'll never hear this. He'll never hear it. But I want to give a big old shout out to congratulations on being a shill. Congratulations on being a conservative voice on a conservative radio network who you led people into believing that you were going to have a conservative outlook, and the only thing you're doing is you're there to throw a wrench in it to get people to trust you and to start crap talking a lot of things that people are very emotionally connected to. And I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to change the mind of voters, and you're a shill. And I hope more people call you out on it. If anybody knows how to get this message to Joe Walsh, please get it to him. You're a shill. You're a fake. You're a fraud. Why would anybody in their right mind listen to a radio talk show host who was a former congressman? Part of the system. Why? Get the hell out of here, Joe. Joel, whatever your name is. Well, look at the dislike and like ratio on this. There is quite a bit of people who dislike this video. And it's really strange how this video has 51... This is MSNBC. They got the check mark there, the verified on YouTube. Congratulations, MSNBC, MSLSD, for getting your check mark. They have 51,000 views on this video, and there's only 522 likes, which is very odd. I don't quite understand that too much. But that's very odd. Look, I want to point out a few things. This is them trying to debunk QAnon, saying, who is QAnon? Bizarre conspiracy cult leaps. Bizarre conspiracy cult leaps from the web to Trump rally. And there is a darn good reason for that. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what they have to say in this video, and I'll stop it when I want to.
Fringy alternate universe, senior Democrats run a secret child sex trafficking network. In the real world, they do not.
Let's stop right there. Top secret child sex trafficking network run by Democrats. And they do not, she said. Well, I don't think it stops at just Democrats. I think it's just people with money and people with power. And yes, they are people within our government. So fake news for trying to debunk that, you stupid broad. All right? Case in point, well, not case in point for just Democrats, but let's just see how they try to hide, this on the internet and on mainstream media. I hate these people so much. Allison Mack was just, busted for the cult thing, the sex cult thing, and she was being indicted along with this Vanguard dude that was with her. I don't even remember his real name. It's not worth remembering. If you look into their indictments, they are not indicting them on just adults. They are indicting them on children under the age of 14. Do the research, find out for yourself. I'm not going to sit here and pull up the screens. Do your own research, educate yourself, and then ask yourself, once you're educated, why aren't they mentioning the children? Who are these children? Where do the children go? How did they get there? I know Allison Mack was recruiting quite a few people, and her indictment states that her specific indictment had accounts for people under the age of 14, but they aren't telling you that. And that some of these parties were at this Richard Branson's island that they were having with Vanguard and Allison Mack, and it just so happens that, freaking what is his name? Obama was there at Richard Branson's island. So there's connections. But again, we can't connect every single dot, right? So they can easily just hide this from, elected officials such as a president. That doesn't mean because he was there that he's part of it, right? That Obama was part of it. I believe that this is that there is an issue here. There is an issue, and why the media is not telling you about these things, not telling you about the indictments that Allison Mack is indicted for, or that Vanguard is indicted for. They're not telling you what these indictments are, and you should question that. So, again, fake news for saying that, and I can pull up all the Democrats that are being busted for this and that, and the connections and all this. I'm not going to do it. Again, it's very dangerous to connect too many dots because it could be wrong. Some things are easy to connect. Some things fit together like cursive, but not always is it true. Let's keep going.
In this alternate universe, the special counsel investigation is actually just a cover to really take down Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama because they were corrupted by the Kremlin. Another conspiracy theory. And
Trump is not being investigated by Mueller, and she's saying that this is not true, that Hillary's actually the one being investigated. And here's what I asked this insane woman here on MSLSD is, why, you idiot, is Hillary not being investigated? Why did Benghazi just get dropped? Why is her husband not being investigated for going to John Podesta's island, or not John Podesta, Jeffrey Epstein's island over a dozen times? Why? Why? I don't think he was part of it. And you were caught going there too, Hillary, and I don't think you were actually doing anything, but I do believe you knew, and I do believe you were profiting. I do believe there was profit there. Why is she not being investigated for deleting 30,000 emails off of her server and for hiding and doing a complete cover-up like as if somebody was trying to hide a dead body? Why? Why is Mueller not investigating Hillary Clinton for the sale of the uranium to Russia, the actual collusion? Why is Hillary and Obama not being investigated when Obama clearly stated, we'll talk about this after the election when I'll have more leeway? Why? In 2 years, there has been zero proof that there has been any collusion with Donald Trump and the Russians. Zero proof. But out in the open and in public, there is proof of the reason to investigate Hillary Clinton. You idiot. You idiot. Let's keep on going.
Topic right now for QAnon, that the military convinced Donald Trump to run for president in 2016, part of a long game so the president and his military allies can now take down the deep state.
You know, I am almost ready to believe that. Now, I was introduced to QAnon about a month ago, so I have not fully caught up on QAnon. And like I said, I don't believe in everything that people are saying about QAnon. I think people are taking it too far, and they're stretching it, and they're maybe accidentally making it look like it's just a conspiracy, like it's too fake. But the military convinced Trump to run for president. Trump's always wanted to run for president. He's always said it. He's mentioned it before. And this is not something new that he just decided on. He's going to run for president. It's not new. But the military convinced Trump to run for president. I wonder why. If that were true, I wonder why that would be the case. The left, the Democrats, want to go to war for Russia. And I'm not smart enough to figure out why. I'm not smart enough to figure out what it is about Russia that they hate so much. And how disgusting is it? Now, when Donald Trump was on his way to go over to see Vladimir Putin in Russia, that they were doing their best to try and stop him. And all of a sudden, how convenient that they indicted 12 Russians for actually trying to, they indicted them as he was on his way over there and said, I don't think it's a good idea for you to continue your trip to Russia. Here's these indictments. They were trying to get him not to go to Russia, and it didn't work. And some disgusting sleazeball reporter from the audience stands up while Donald Trump, our leader of America, is standing next to another leader of his own country and asks him the question, what do you think about these indictments and blah, blah, blah. Donald Trump wasn't even fully briefed yet on the whole topic. Donald Trump didn't even know where these servers were, right? These are just baseless accusations from an organization that led the war of Iraq. Weapons of mass destruction. Did people forget that so soon? And the same organization here is trying to tell Donald Trump that 12 Russians were indicted for hacking, which might be true. But you do not ask, this disgusting reporter is not supposed to ask our president while he's standing next to another world leader with nukes and the capability of war. Right beside him, do you believe in these accusations? What do you have to say to Putin about these indictments? No. You wait until our president is home. You wait till he is safe, and you wait till he is briefed on the whole topic 100%, so that way he can make a good, solid decision. Oh, but they asked him not to go. Yeah, that much is true. I believe they didn't want Donald Trump in behind closed doors with Vladimir Putin, because Vladimir Putin already came out and tattletaled and snitched and said that we all, the United States of America, created and funded ISIS. And I believe him. So I believe that if Hillary Clinton was president right now, we'd already be at war with Russia for whatever reason. So to claim that the military convinced Trump to run for president. I would have to say that that is very believable, even though I don't know how true it actually is.
See, here's the thing. The difference today is that these fringe theories ricocheting off the shadowy corners of the internet are now starting to see the light of day, like Q supporters showing up at rallies like last night's. More traction after some famous faces, Roseanne Barr, Curt Schilling, the former major leaguer, brought up some of these conspiracies online. I want to bring in now NBC's Ben Collins.
Here we go with this Ben guy. Let's take a look at what Ben has to say.
And Sahil are back with me as well. So, Ben, you have been owning a lot of the reporting on QAnon. The Washington Post puts it this way, quote, what Tuesday's rally in Tampa made apparent is that devotees of these falsehoods, some of which are specific to faith in the president, others garden variety nonsense with racist and anti-Semitic undertones.
No, that's not true. Fake news again. Fake news again. No one has any racist or anti-Semitic undertones. None.
Don't just exist in the far reaches of the web. Talk through how prevalent, how widespread this is or is not.
Yeah, we're talking videos with hundreds of thousands of views, probably millions of people believing in this, and you saw it last night at that Tampa rally for Donald Trump. This is showing up everywhere, and it's showing up on Amazon.com. Like, you can buy Q merchandise on Amazon.com. Until last month, until we alerted Apple.
There we go, right there. Did you hear what he just said? Listen to that one more time.
Q merchandise on Amazon.com. Until last month, until we alerted Apple, the number 10 paid app on the App Store, amongst like Minecraft and things your kids would see, was a Q Drops app. And again,
until they alerted Apple about the QAnon paid app on Apple. What business does the media, who is supposed to tell you news, has in tattletelling on other people's business? Where do they get the right to sit there and tattletale and alert? Where? Huh? Tell us the news. Don't go around and sit there and tattletale on people to try and get things shut down. Who are you, Ben?
Things your kids would see was a Q Drops app. And again, this is bananas stuff. This is stuff like, you know,
right.
Hillary Clinton is like mixing baby blood into cement, like totally.
Oh my God, dude, I swear. I wish I had a bigger following. If you're here, subscribe. We'll see where this channel goes. I don't even know if it'll go anywhere. I don't even know if I'll make another video. I will if we start getting some traction here, but and then I can't stand it. Baby's blood and cement. Where? Show me the QAnon post. Ben, you're supposed to be reporting the news, and you're not. MSNBC, CBS, ABC, all these stupid letters, they're all fake news. Every single one of them are fake news. Let's go ahead and I want to Ben, let's go ahead and talk about your organization here. Now, they're getting things like Alex Jones shut down, which I think Alex Jones is an actor. I think he was supposed to be shut down, so that way it starts the removal of a lot of other people on YouTube and other platforms to get them to shut up, so that way they're allowed to be the only fake news. Now, ignore, if you're not a QAnon follower, ignore the fact that this is from QAnon, because he puts out a very good point here, and I would like to go ahead and further that narrative here. It says fake news collaborating and pushing knowingly false information. Yes, we just watched it. We just watched it from MSNBC. We just seen it. Fake news knowingly false narrative pushes. So let's go ahead and see his list of articles and topics that MSNBC says that they push, the narratives that they push. And let's see if it sounds like fake news. These are all from major news organizations. POTUS colluded with Russia to win the 2016 presidential election. We've all heard this before, right? Conspiracy. Conspiracy. MSNBC, MSLSD. Conspiracy, Ben. Conspiracy. And their program is highly accessible. I mean, so accessible it's up there with the ranks of Minecraft, something your kids would play. Right, Ben? POTUS is puppet to Putin. Conspiracy. Conspiracy, MSLSD. POTUS is POTUS to irreparably harm relationships with our allies. Conspiracy. Yeah, if we want to realign our trade here and kind of make it an even playing field. Yeah, okay. POTUS will collapse U.S. economy. Conspiracy. Conspiracy. Fake news. Our economy's doing great. POTUS will collapse stock market. Fake news. Fake news. Conspiracy. POTUS will cause war with North Korea. Fake news. Fake news. They were... Okay, Kim Jong-un, or whatever his name is a bad, bad person, and he will probably suffer for his crimes sooner or later, if not in this life, but the next. But why would you want to have a war with North Korea? Huh? Trump knows not that this isn't good. Let's fix relations. Let's not have war with any country. Any country. Conservatives were always known to be the warmongers. It's the Democrats that are the warmongers. Or I shouldn't say the Democrats. It's the people with money and power in our government. The deep state. The deep state. What's the deep state? The deep state are people that are within our government that hold money and they hold power and they try to control the establishment. No matter what country. They're in multiple countries. It's not some weird alien thing. It's not some weird shadow government. It is just a bunch of people with money and power who have a lot of influence and they need to be taken out because we need term limits. POTUS will cause war with Iran. Oh, you mean undoing that shady deal that Barack Obama did? Okay. Well, no. Congratulations, Donald Trump, for fixing that situation. I appreciate that. POTUS will destroy the world. That's ridiculous. On and on, knowingly false. These are things that the media has pushed to make you afraid and to make you fearful. Are we at war with North Korea? Are we at war with Iran? Is the stock market doing bad? Did the U.S. economy collapse? Are relationships with our allies irreparably harmed? No. Did he collude with Russia to win the 2016 presidential election? No. 2 years after looking for this, if you haven't found it, it's not there. It's not there. POTUS will collapse U.S. economy. No. None of this has happened. None of it's real. It's all fake news. It's all fake media. And it's no better than Alex Jones. Ben, you're no better than Alex Jones. You hear me? You and all of your shills sitting back there creating all this fake news on their little little computers. You're all fake news. QAnon never said anything about blood and cement. Fake news.
Bananas off the chart stuff, but people really believe this stuff, and it's because the platform just let it go unchecked.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click.
Yeah, why don't you subscribe and go to sleep? Subscribe and go to sleep. Look into my eyes. We are MSLSD. Subscribe and go to sleep. And this one here is when Donald Trump said the media is the enemy of the people. This was AG Sluts. Really? Slutsberger. AG Slutsberger says, I told him that although the phrase fake news is untrue and harmful, I am far more concerned about his labeling journalists the enemy of the people. Now, if you're some Miss Smith, get your TV dinner, you sit down at your MSLSD, and you watch this news article that we just got done watching from MSLSD about QAnon. Oh my gosh, these people who believe in Q are horrible. They believe that Hillary's taking baby blood and mixing it with cement. Oh, these people are horrible. Oh my gosh. So the reputation of anybody with any common sense and education that is following the QAnon story, and if you don't believe in Q, and if you don't believe that there's somebody there, what you can walk away from Q is actually knowledge that they are fake news. I mean, some of his posts are absolutely amazing, absolutely eye-opening, awakening. So, yes, if they are lying to the people, if they are lulling them to sleep, if they are, slanderously talking about the people who follow Q, then yeah, A.G. Slutsburger, you are the enemy of the American people. You're the enemy of the American people. How about that? Does this woman here look like a racist to you? No. Absolutely not. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This whole article right here is making everyone that is a Trump supporter or a QAnon believer look racist and look absolutely crazy and absolutely insane. And I think a lot of you QAnon YouTubers who are talking about QAnon in the most ridiculous freaking way is what's hurting the situation. If you're one of those people who are talking about a Pizzagate still, shut up. It's not about comic pizza. It's not. Or whatever, ping pong pizza. It's not about that. That's fake. But it does exist in our government. It does exist in Hollywood. And it does exist next door to you. Think about that. But stop going off into weird left field with aliens and Pizzagate and how many times Trump took a drink of water. Stop it. You're hurting the movement. You're causing. Maybe you're paid to do it. Maybe you're paid to make this video. Maybe all those people that are sitting back there, maybe those are our fake YouTubers out there. Huh? You think so? You think maybe they're creating fake posts about baby blood and cement? You think that's what they're doing right now back there? I think that could possibly be the case. The more you could hide the truth between two lies, the more baby posts that are out there, the more that people are going to believe that any person who has any interest in following what Q has to say is crazy, insane. I don't know what else to say. This is his first video. If it gets any views or any likes or any commentaries on it, then so be it. Wake up, people. Wake up. Alex Jones is fake. Most of the QAnon stuff out there is fake. Most of the YouTubers out there are trying to either play with your emotions and grow a YouTube channel with fear porn, and they're not genuine. Like right here, there is a component of QAnon that can be interpreted as a direct call to action, which has already had real life consequences. The direct call to action is for people to wake up and pay attention. You idiot. This is from the New York Post. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.